What's up, YouTube? I just want to thank my newest subscribers for subscribing to me. Thank you all for subscribing to me. I appreciate y'all hanging in there with me and enjoying the content. Right now's content. I told y'all I was going to do Dr. Dre and Nicole Young's content because that don't make no sense. And I'm going to break it down the best way that I see it. Again, a lot of people ain't got to agree with it. Some people may agree with it. But this is just how I'm seeing things all the way up to now. 24 years of marriage down the drain. 24 years. You know what? I respect marriages that last, up to that long or longer. I respect it. And it's sad when marriages don't last when you've already been together that long. I never be happy about marriages crumbling like that and they've been together that long. But 24 years of marriage down the drain, in my opinion. Now, remind you, Dr. Dre was already well known from the group NWA. Best friend was Eazy-E, allegedly. Eazy-E was in the group with him and some other people. But he was already well known in the group NWA. He was well known already. He was already kind of out there. Okay, he meets Miss Young in the early 90s, okay? Remind you, he was already well known as Dr. Dre. We knew who he was, Dr. Dre. Now, they get married in the summertime. This is still the early 90s. They get married in the summertime. Now, during that time they get married, he becomes the founder of the record label Aftermath. I remember that. He signed 2 artists. You guys know who they are, whether if you're in an older generation or in a younger generation. 50 Cent and Eminem. And I remember when he signed them and when they came out and they was coming out with hits. You know what I mean? Like, I can say music-wise, business-wise, Dr. Dre was very smart with signing them 2 men. Okay. But getting off that. Okay, he marries Nicole. He's in his prime. He gets this nice record label. He signs 2 artists. That's already money right there. Already. Plus, he's well known in the NWA group. Okay. They're married. And then it's like, okay, I'm assuming everything's going good after that. Everything's going good. Well, at least that's what they're presenting out to the public, of course. So, it's a lot of information. And I'm going to be breaking down certain things of how I look at it in perspectives because some of it just don't make no sense to me. So, the whole time they're married this long, from the 90s all the way up. Then June 29th, allegedly 2020, she wants a divorce. She files for divorce. Now I'm going to talk about this situation all the way up until he has the aneurysm. And I want to break that down too, but I haven't got to that yet. Because that part don't make no sense. It don't. And I'm trying to figure out, you've been together that long, and now you just realizing, that just, I don't know. I look at it from a different point of view. So, yeah. Now, remind you, Mrs. Young is in the law field. She's a lawyer. She's already in the law field. So she should already know behind the scenes of how things work. Okay? Well, that's what I would assume. So, yeah. You should already know the ins and outs, basically. So a lot of information. I really wrote down a lot because I wanted to make sure that I'm saying everything that I'm supposed to say, of how I want to break it down. If you're already in the law field, you should know the ins and outs. You should know how it works. But to me, it ended up backfiring a little bit. Now, remind you, when they got married, they did have a prenup. But I guess they came to an agreement, allegedly. They didn't need it. So, allegedly, Dr. Dre must have supposedly have ripped it up, or he ripped it up and still kept it. She thought he ripped it up and got rid of it. Pause. Now, when I just said what I just said, you remember that, okay? Because prenups are very important. They are. Not saying very important to have, but once you decide to make a prenup, you have to really think about what you're doing, because that carries you all the way until two people decide they don't want to be married anymore. Then that's when that prenup is brought back up. So it kind of just carries, and it waits and it waits, just in case if the marriage don't work, then that prenup gonna pop back up. So that prenup is very important to don't forget and always pay attention to. But see, she thought allegedly he got rid of it. Once he tore it up, that was it. But in my opinion, that wasn't the case, and that's how that backfired on her a little bit. The only thing that I can say about that situation is, I'm not going to say, well, I would have been more cautious, because technically I don't know what I would have did. If I would have really thought he threw it away, then that's just what I would have thought. So I can't say, well, I would have made sure. No, I don't know if I would have made sure. I don't know what I would have did in that situation at that moment. But looking on the situation now, past tense, yeah, it'll make you learn, be more careful, be more cautious. Yeah, I could say that. But what else? So she's seeking spousal support. Now, how I feel like this operates, this is how I think that this operates. When you've been married for a certain amount of time, you do get some type of spousal support. That's what I'm thinking. Due to how long you've been married and the income that you have and all the things that you shared as a couple as far as finances. That's what I think, but things probably have changed in the law field. A lot of things have changed. So I don't know if it's still like that. It's just crazy. It is. It's a lot of information. Okay. Well, because I wrote down something and I'm trying to figure out how am I going to break it down. How am I going to break it down? Because you guys, I wrote about maybe 3 or 4 pages, but I wrote it as in notes, as in if I was in college. That's how I would write it. You know what I'm saying? To kind of like break it down. If you've been together for a long time, like I said, any couple should seek some type of spousal support. You're separating. You're no longer going to be together anymore. You've done everything you're supposed to do. Everybody already knows there comes a breakdown in finance when you're going through a divorce. Income does have to be involved. That's just how it goes. So later down the road, he soon catches an aneurysm. Now, this is the part that I want to talk about. He catches the aneurysm. He's in the ER. He's suffering. Now, for my subscribers that are already subscribed to me, y'all already know, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the video of when he had the aneurysm, and I made a video about people robbing him. I ain't gonna get all of the detail about it in this video. You want to know about it, if you haven't seen the video, you'll have to go back and go through my videos and find it. But I do have a video of when Dr. Dre had an aneurysm and people robbed his home. And I talked about who I felt like robbed his home and all of that. So you'll have to check that video out if you want to know about that. But still, he has the aneurysm, and to me that's important. You can die from that. So he's trying to recover from the aneurysm, and it's crazy how he's in the hospital recovering from an aneurysm, and he's also trying to go through this divorce, whatever this mess is with Miss Nicole Young, and then you got people robbing you. So it's kind of crazy. All this happens all down the same line. Like I paid attention to that. So I take that serious, because aneurysm, he could have died. I don't think people understood that, but you know, people are praying. You know, everybody, including myself, everybody's praying for him to get well. Nobody wants nobody to die from no aneurysm, because you can die from that. And there's a lot of people that have died from that. So I took that serious. So, you know, I feel like, in my opinion, he caught that aneurysm from the stress, from what was going on with he about to go through a divorce. It's nothing happy about going through a divorce. It's nothing happy about that. It's nothing fun about that. So I felt like that brought some stress to him to cause him to have an aneurysm. Or it could have been something else. But more than likely, I think it was that recent, divorce thing. Because it was just crazy how all of that just ran through down the line like that. The divorce, he catches the aneurysm. Then while he's recovering from the aneurysm, somebody robbing his home. Check that video out if you want to know about that. But so then after that, this is the part that I don't get. While you're recovering, you offer her $2 million. You go ahead and give her $2 million. You know, I guess you just want to call it quits. You want to just squash it. I kind of understand that, but then it's just like, you shouldn't have to do that. You know what I mean? It shouldn't even have to go that far. Okay, y'all going through a divorce and that aneurysm happens. That's all I'm going to be focused on, is that. Making sure that you're okay. Sorry, we got to go through this, but I'm going to still make sure you're okay. I'm not going to be worrying about no money at the moment, and you're trying to recover from an aneurysm. Even though in my mind, okay, I still want to go through the divorce, but I'm not going to cause more stress than what you're already in. So he already, allegedly gives her $2 million. Then she wanted whatever he owned as far as his career, or what he had before her. NWA was before her. Aftermath was right there when they got married. She was right there for that. I guess I can understand how she feels about why she feel like she should get some of that, because she was married. She got married to him right when he started that record label. Okay, but still, he put in the work. You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. He put in the work. You was just a position as a wife, doing your part to, to be there because you wanted to be there. But he put in the work for that. That's how I look at it with that. But when you're going through a divorce, I do understand it has to be some type of spousal support, but reasonable, not no off-top mess, So, yeah, that's how I look at it from certain areas or whatever. So, after that, I eventually hear, on social media, they're good. They're good, after that. Allegedly, she's supposed to be, she was supposed to be helped taking care of him recovering from the aneurysm. That's something serious, I'm thinking everything's okay, but the $2 million, allegedly, I ain't know about. I ain't feel like he should have gave her that, you know what I mean? But he did that off his choice, allegedly, recovering from the aneurysm. That was his choice. Maybe he ain't want no more drama. He ain't want no more stress. I understand that part, but I don't know about that $2 million. You know, I'm thinking everything good. Then it come out, oh, she want to expose him for the, I'm not even going to say side chicks, I'm going to be professional. Um, she want to expose the mistresses. Wait a minute. Rewind back. He offered you the $2 million. You allegedly was supposed to be, I had read, supposed to be help taking care of him, recovering from the aneurysm. And now you want to expose him for the mistresses he has and want the mistresses allegedly to come out and testify against him. What the? I'm quiet. You know why I'm quiet. Because I want y'all to take all that in of what I just said. I don't get that. That's the part I don't get. That's the part I don't get. Why are you doing all of this? Why? Why? So that part I didn't understand. And allegedly I did read that his, allegedly I read, she was trying to expose the mistresses, get the mistresses to testify against him. But listen to this. The mistresses were fighting against that. It don't make no sense. And then here's the icing on the cake, which I'll probably make some content on. I don't know yet. Allegedly, the newest update is he's dating April Jones. And he just bought her a 2021, is it Range Rover? And they are now dating, allegedly. No bullshit. I dropped a pin on that. That's a whole nother content. I'm not even going to get into that because the content I'm talking about now is with Mrs. Nicole Young and Dr. Dre. You recovered and you was recovering from an aneurysm. You could have died. I believe, in my opinion, it was due to stress. You was in the middle of going through this divorce and boom, you in the hospital due to an aneurysm. Boom. People robbing your home. You see it on the same damn line. It don't make no sense. I'm thinking everything good. Then you come out allegedly and want to expose these mistresses and get the mistresses to, I don't understand it. Do you get where I'm going? If you listen to everything I said all the way to now, it don't make no damn sense. The aneurysm I take very serious. I'm glad he recovered from that. That's nothing to play with. He just needs to stay stress-free, drink plenty of water, just take care of himself. Putting that man through that, doing the aneurysm, it don't make no sense. The finance thing, the money thing wise. When I say putting Dr. Dre through that, meaning the whole time everything's been focused on money. Not really him recovering from that aneurysm during that time when everything was running. That's why I say that. I just try to pay attention to certain things to try to get it to make sense, because it don't make no sense. How much drama you think that's gonna be? You try to find all these mistresses allegedly and try to get the mistresses to testify. Man just recovered from an aneurysm. Y'all just, I guess, finishing up a divorce. Look at all that mix. Then allegedly he dating April Jones. That's all I can say about that. I don't even know if I'm gonna make content about that. If I do, it'll be very exclusive but respectful, because it don't make no sense. But you guys, I hope you like, subscribe, share this video, comment if you want. I appreciate y'all subscribing. I hope y'all enjoy all my content. You know, like I say, I do a variety of things. It don't matter. It all depends on how I'm feeling or what I want to talk about. Yeah, that's basically it, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Yeah. Oh yeah, and happy Valentine's Day weekend.